Hey YouTube, welcome back to Car Journey. I'm Tom, and today we're going to talk about a new project. In the meantime, before we talk about that, let's just talk about the other things we've been working on. The ND Miata is still around, and it's set up now fully for tuner 4. It's got a roll bar, race seats. We took about 50 net pounds out of it, even though we've added about 28, 29 pounds with the roll bar. And picked up some 17 by 10s for track use, and of course for AST we're limited to the 17 by 9s, and that car is parked outside. Why is it parked outside on a winter day? It's because we've got a new project, and this one I'm super excited about. This is something I've always wanted to do, never really had the comfort, the time, or honestly the money, and I just got lucky through timing, happened to ping a buddy of mine who was swapping a couple of these, and he ended up mentioning that he would sell this at some point. I decided, you know, looking at what I would do with the ND2 Miata in a kind of a later phase, maybe next winter, adding more power, it was going to cost me so much money, and really the reliability was really in question. And so the question became, what could I do instead, and what's not big money? And I knew one of the things I really wanted was a mid-rear engine car, or a mid-engine car. And so it doesn't leave a lot of options. I mean, basically the only thing sub $30,000 is this car, an MR2 Spyder. This one's a 2000, and it's got the K-swap. So this one has a K20 A2. I popped the hood, or the engine cover, but I accidentally messed up, and it's already closed off, and we have taped things up because it's going to get sprayed here on Sunday. Today's Friday. And so I've just been masking it off, and I've still got more work to do, but basically this car is fantastic. The only thing wrong with it is like most red cars in this example, the clear coat was just hosed. It's just so bad, it was peeling. I thought I could wrap it, but this texture was just so bad that it bled through the wrap. And the wrapping is really hard. I mean, I don't care who you are. Anybody that can wrap a car well is truly, truly talented. And so definitely respect there. And so I started looking at other things, and those dip your car videos just got my interest, and I just couldn't let go, and here we are. So I'm gonna do a dip your car with this. I ordered the kit, came with the gun, all those things that's inside the house. And the only thing I've brought out of the kit is the masking stuff. I've cleaned the car, and now I've begun to mask most of it. And so hopefully the next video you see will be at least probably after the gray coats, which are the base coats. I'll do at least 2 gray base coats, and then we'll spray it with its new color. It's not too different from what's on here, but something a little fun. Yeah, so that will fix kind of the last thing that's been bothering me about this car before I start really changing what's underneath. We've got coilovers ordered. We've already done a T3 front hollow sway bar. We've got camber bolts. Wheels and tires are planned. And I sent off a extra ECU over to Honda, and they're going to put a K Pro 4 in there, so we'll be able to tune it. I've got a custom intake that a guy in UK 3D prints that's very specific for this exact swap in this car, so that should be super exciting. And yeah, I'm super excited for the project. You can see, like I said, I've been masking it off, and I think this car is going to be a lot of fun. I think it's got a lot of potential. We're really just targeting 10-to-1 power to weight ratio for B class at Albuquerque Super Lap here at Suica Circuit in Albuquerque. So the only thing it really needs is probably to get around that 240 wheel horsepower. We're not going to be there at the beginning. We're probably going to be closer to, I'm guessing, to 200. I don't really know. And yeah, the K20 has an intake, I said. It has a header. And like I said, if we get the tune and that better intake on there, maybe we'll crack 200. And I think it'll be, for its first couple of events, maybe in the 2,350 to 2,400 pound range. And kind of as we add weight for safety and maybe eventually aero, we'll be removing weight for things that just don't need to be in the car, because this is not going to be driven on the street much. It doesn't have AC, and it doesn't even need to have a passenger seat. So lots of potential. Should be super fun. Hopefully you'll join me. Hopefully this will get the Honda boys back, all the ones that like my Type R video. Maybe you'll like the K20 being in this guy. But here we go. So next video hopefully is painting. Sorry, Plastidipping. Here we go. All right, I figured I'd do a quick walk around. This is after 2 coats of the base coat, and I don't want to be out here too long because I don't have my respirator on so you can hear me, but you can kind of see what's going on here. This is just the base coat. It's called Avalanche Gray, and yeah, it's coming out pretty good. Just gonna do a quick walk around. That way I have, at least for my own records, what this thing looked like. You know, base coat process completed. See, this is what I was talking about, where I didn't really want to do a pearl, but you can see there's some dings there. And you'll see in the rear quarter, here there's some imperfections in the paint that I feel like a matte's going to hide better. And that's also why I went with a lighter color, which you're going to see next. But so far so good. I'm going to have to scrape some stuff off the exhaust because I'm apparently lazy and didn't think about it. But yeah, and I did paint that on purpose because that's probably eventually going to go away. But thought I'd try seeing what it looked like orange. I can always take that off and fix it. But I told you the color. Anyway, here we go. And we're done-ish. I Plastidipped the car. So this is one of those dip your car kits that you see that guy Fonzie always kind of doing videos of, and I was just kind of curious how things would end up. And I don't know if you remember, but the clear coat was really badly peeling in all kinds of spots, and I was able to sand it out down smooth. And one of the reasons I picked the dip was I figured the small imperfections in the paint would really hide well, especially from a few feet back. And like I can tell you, right there is a little divot, and you just can't see it. But as you get closer, then maybe you can make it out. And so that's part of why I left it matte. They do have gloss finishes now, but I just kind of wanted to hide the imperfections. There's some door dings and other imperfections from a car that's 25 years old. Ooh, I got to peel some. I forgot to do that. I'm going to regret that later. I'm going to have to use a knife to... You can see how the Plastidip, they call it bridging, how it'll come across. So I'll have to put some effort there. The overspray is easy to deal with. A 3M pad should make all that come off. So wherever I don't want the orange overspray, should be easy to deal with. And yeah, I kept the black. Other than the emblems, I left the emblems orange because I wanted to be orange, and I left the sprayers orange because same reason. But yeah, I'll have to put the vents in tomorrow. I didn't put the vent in because I've got that intake to install. I'll do the taillights later. They say to let it cure for 4 to 6 hours, and so with my high elevation, it's probably 4 hours is enough. So probably about 4.5 hours after I started a timer, I'll go ahead and do it. But yeah, very pleased. The total kit cost, I bought some extra stuff that I didn't need because I'm going to do some wheels. I have 2 sets of wheels that aren't black that I want to be gloss black. So if you exclude the money I spent on that, this was probably all about $700. It came with the sprayer, which you can kind of see there. The hose and the gun are separated because they started cleaning up already. Seems hard to believe, but yeah, the gun and the respirator and things like that I'll have for the next time that I don't have to buy. So if I had to dip this car again, an MR2 Spyder without a hardtop, I would say it would cost me at this point somewhere in the $250 range. So you just can't beat it. Even wrap, if I knew how to do wrap and the paint wasn't in a condition where wrap would have worked, I still would have spent basically double that. I think it would have cost me around $500-600, and then skills I don't really have. So very pleased. Hope you guys like it, and yeah, I'll do more videos on this car, but we're making progress. Looks good. All right, we'll see you in the next one. Bye.